Future of Marketing and Advertising by Darnill. The overview of my presentation is I'll talk about how social media and their influence have a huge impact on the future of marketing and advertising. Also, the most popular media that has the most impact on advertising and marketing industry. Also talked about how artificial intelligence and how self-driving cars are now a thing with Tesla. I also talked about how the pandemic has affected people and how they shop for things now and how Amazon skyrocketed to the roof from it. And lastly, I talked about how technology targeting is different than it was in the past and is easier due to the technology that we have now. Social media and their influencers. With the use of social media, advertisers can reach much larger audience than ever before. This year, brands are spending 33% of their ad budget on digital, which is an 8% increase from 2014. As they boost their digital spend, they're also lowering their spend on TV, newspapers, and magazines, and that's due to the technology that we have now. Media. The medias that we're all familiar with: YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. YouTube, and when it comes to spending time on one site, YouTube is the media site that wins. More than 73% of adult consumers spend their screen browsing there, and that creates huge potential for advertisers to connect and give their brand a face that their customers will respond to. YouTube has over 1 billion users, and this statistic alone could easily lead to massive exposure for an advertiser. Facebook is the second most popular platform. 68% of consumers spend time on Facebook. This gives advertisers the ability to get their ads out to a vast pool of consumers. There are currently over 5 million business pages on Facebook. Last but not least is Instagram, one of the fastest growing social media platforms to date, with monthly updates to improve the user's experience. There are currently over 1 million active advertisers on this platform, and they're projected to earn upwards to $6.84 billion in ad revenue by the end of the year. For advertisers, the popularity of social media platforms is going to keep increasing, so there will continue to be a shift away from traditional marketing techniques as advertisers focus more on social media. Artificial intelligence, the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and translation between languages. An example of that is Tesla. An example of artificial intelligence would be self-driving cars. In today's world, that seems to become the norm. Tesla, re-equipped with multiple sensors, such as cameras, radars, lidar, which help them better understand their surroundings and path planning, and these sensors generate a massive amount of data. The pandemic. Over the last 2 years, the world has changed due to COVID-19. With that being said, over the first year of COVID, stores were shut down for a while and people were forced to shop online for things that they needed. Even if they were just little things, but one company that profited the most from it is Amazon. And Amazon's profits soared 220% as the pandemic drove people to shop online. Technology targeting. In the past, marketers used to do research about a target group. Targeted advertising is a form of advertising, including online advertising, that is directed towards an audience with certain traits based on the product or the person the advertiser is promoting. And these are my works cited.